I'm gonna do a mobility practice right now. So it's just gonna be about 25 minutes. It's all about consistency, guys. So I know it's Friday night, you might have other things that you wanna do, but let's just keep the momentum going. Let's just do the class and trust the process, that it is the consistency that's gonna get us further in this practice. So I invite you to just take 25 minutes out of today so that you can do this practice. It's not necessarily just to help you physically, but it's more of a mental thing. When you stick to a consistent plan, then your brain is aware and knows that you are working towards something. It just makes you feel more empowered when you stick to your goal. So hopefully you guys are feeling like you want to do this class today, because I know for me today was hard. I told you that earlier this morning. If I didn't know that you guys weren't doing it, I probably wouldn't have, and the same thing right now. So it's about consistency. Take a day off when you need to, but these chair practices are for days like today when you don't really feel like putting a lot of physical effort into something. So we're going to begin. I'm going to have you find your seat. I'm just going to stay closer to you right now, just so that you can see me, and then I'll get into the chair. But for right now, let's just find our stability in our pelvis. Allow the eyes to close. And let's all take a deep breath in together for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Again, inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. One more round like that. Inhale slowly. Hold the breath. Feel that breath is energizing your system as it swirls through your body. Exhale. Reminding yourself now what it is you want to get out of your time here. Bring your hands to your heart center. Thanking your body for being able to do this for you. And let's begin. As we inhale, let's reach the arms up. Exhale, the right hand slides down as the right arm reaches over, or the left hand reaches over. Inhale, both arms reach up. Left hand down, right arm over. Inhale, both arms up. Reach the fingers to the front of the room and round the back. Exhale, point the tailbone to the front wall. Inhale, the arms reaching up. Right hand down, exhaling, left arm over. Coming through center, both arms up as we inhale. Left hand down, right arm over, exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Fingers to the front. Exhale, round the back. Point the tailbone forward. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Keep pushing your left hip down. Inhale, both arms up. Reground through your pelvis. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over. Inhale, both arms up. Fingers reach forward. Exhale, get really small to the front of the body. Tuck your chin into your throat. Inhale to come back up. Taking the hands to the back of your chair as we exhale. So notice here, I just have the hands on the back of the seat. Inhale to lift the chest, lift through your heels. Exhale and round the back, taking the forehead towards the knees. Inhale to lift. So notice here, you're really pushing the tailbone back. Lift the chin and chest. Exhale and round. And think about getting your forehead towards your knees. Again, inhale to reach the chest open to the ceiling. The toes are pointed here. Exhale and round. Maintain the toes as they are. Last one. Inhale, lift the chin, open through the chest. Exhale to a neutral spine. Hands come to your thighs. As we inhale, I just want you to feel grounding in your feet, grounding in your pelvis. Exhale and draw your lower belly up. Slow breath in, feel your collarbones are wide. Stay here and exhale, draw your pelvic floor up. Inhale the right leg out to the right. So notice here, the foot just goes under the knee. Exhale back to center. So you're moving through the hip joint as you go out to the left and back to center. We're cultivating strength in the glute muscles, and we're cultivating space in the hip joints. So be aware as you're doing this. Notice the hip. We don't want the hip to pull forward. Try to keep your pelvis square to the front of the room, and you're just using the strength of the glute muscles to move the leg, and you're using the strength of the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, and the belly muscles to bring it back into center. Use that. Feel that draw in. This is our last one here, out to the left. Exhale, back to center. Holding here, I'll just turn my chair so you can see me. Taking your hands again to the back of your chair. This time the toes are going to step forward, and I want you to lean back, but notice the back is not on the back of the chair. Bring your right knee towards you as you exhale and take the toes back down as you inhale. Exhale the left knee in, inhale it back down. So keep moving here. The goal is to get an activation into your abdominal wall. Use your exhale. So when you bring the leg up, squeeze your core, squeeze through the low belly. Exhale, left knee, squeeze it in. If you don't need the hands to support you, arms can come up by your side. Make sure you're taking your exhale to give you more power. Feel that. Let's go. 2 more on each side. Activate your upper back. See if you can pull your shoulder blades back. Open up your collarbones a little more. 1 more on each side. This is our last one as we exhale it up. Inhale to release. Hands come down to the front of the chair. Lengthen through your spine. Walk your feet so they're underneath your hips. Spread your toes. Bring your arms up to the height of the shoulders. Get grounded equally into your feet and heels. Come up without leaning forward. You got this. Exhale, take your hands to find your chair. Keep your spine straight as we come back to seated with a straight spine. Arms forward, ground your feet equally, coming up, straight spine. And exhale, hands go down to reach for your chair, bum touches down, straight spine, parallel to the front wall. Let's do 3 more. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to feel what's going on with your foundation. That's why we're taking our time to go up and down. I want you to start balancing the effort that you use between your feet and also the effort that you use from the heel to the forefoot. We've got 1 more. Notice here the chest. Keep it open and proud. Last one. We're going to stay standing. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come to heart. Your feet should already be in the correct position, but let's look down and find our feet. Find that they're equal. Toes are pointing forward as much as comfortable. Not necessarily turned in and not necessarily forced. If you find that your body just naturally likes the feet turned out, start working towards creating balance, but just make sure that both sides are equal. I don't want you forcing your body into a yoga position. Let's take a slow breath in. Allow the hands to come down by your sides. I like to bring my first finger and thumb to touch, so that helps to create more of a energy circulation in the body. Parallel chin to floor, crown to ceiling, eyes closed, slow breath in. Big smile, exhale. Inhale, we're coming to the side of the chair. So standing on the left side of the chair, I'm going to face the chair. My right foot goes on the chair. Turn the left foot out to the left and start walking the left foot further out, as much as comfortable, to the left inner thigh and the right inner thigh. Straighten your right leg and point your toes to the ceiling. Now just rotate the toes to the front of the room and towards the ceiling again, maybe towards the back of the room, and start playing around with the rotation of your right hip. The leg can be bent if necessary, but what I want you to do is feel the movement happening from your hip joint. It may not be a big movement, that's okay, that doesn't matter. All we are trying to do is bring some fluid into the joint capsule, and that fluid is bringing nutrients and healing properties into the joint. It doesn't matter how far you're going so much as getting that movement there. So let's just do a few more here. The next time that the toes are pointed forward, just start to bend your knee and get your foot so that it's underneath your knee. So you may need to walk your left foot in. Now here, we're taking the right hand to the inner right knee, left arm out to the left. The palm is facing the front of the room. Start to turn the chin towards the left thumb. Pull both shoulder blades back. The toes are pointing, the left toes are pointing to the front of the room. The left hip and right hip are square to the front wall. Actively press your right hand to the inside of your right knee without hunching the shoulders. Take a slow inhale. Exhale, lower the hand, taking the left hand behind the back. Taking the right hand up. We're keeping the right knee out to the right. Right hand goes behind the head. Now as we're here, push the head into the palm. Keep spreading the toes of your left foot. Notice if you're sinking over, push your hip so that it is over your ankle. Take a slow breath in, spread the toes of both feet. And as we exhale, release the left hand down the left thigh. Inhale, palm faces up, reach it to the ceiling. Take your left hand to your right wrist, and as we exhale, side bend to the left. Keep the elbows wide, the chest and hips square to the front wall. I don't want you hunching your shoulders. If it's too much, have your hands behind your head or bring them to your ears. You can have the arms out to a T. Take one more breath in. As we exhale, come back through neutral. If your elbows are straight, bend them. As we exhale, take your left elbow towards the right. Inhale, come back through center. The elbows stay wide. Exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale, come back through center. One more. Exhale and twist. Trying to get the left elbow to the front wall. Inhale, coming back through center, and release, hands down. Ground into your left foot. Use your right hand on the back of the chair and taking the right foot down. Toes again pointing as close to forward as comfortable to you, and then find your Tadasana. Take a slow breath in. Exhale, feel the energy within the body. We're moving on to the other side, so coming to the right side of the chair, facing the chair seat. Left foot's going to go on the seat. Right toes point to the front of the room. Inch your right foot away so we're getting space to the inner thighs. Straighten through the left leg. Toes turn up as much as comfortable. Already here, notice what's going on with your right knee. I want you to stay strong in your right thigh. Now turn left toes to the front of the room and back up to the ceiling. We're just rotating through that hip. just start playing around with how that feels. The knee can be bent if you need it to be. Check in with your right foot, spread the toes. Last one. The toes will stay up. Bend the knee, plant the foot, inch your right foot back in. As we inhale, arms up. Right hand behind the back, left hand behind the head as we exhale. Press the head into the palm. Keep opening the left knee to the left elbow to the left, the right elbow pointing down. Check your right foot, check your left foot. The toes are wide. Take a slow breath in. And as we exhale, the left hand goes to the inside of the left knee. Inhale the right arm out to a T. Equally pressing into that left palm. Turn the gaze to the right thumb. Both shoulder blades are down and grounded. Both glutes are active, but we're not tight or tense through the body. Feel powerful and engaged. Take one more breath in. And exhale, reaching the arms up. Taking the right hand to the left elbow or forearm and side bend to the right. The hands can stay to the back of the head or to the outside of the ears. Take one more breath in. Take the hands to the ears now as we exhale and twist to center. Inhale, open it back up. The hands are to the sides of the head, and exhale, we twist. The right elbow to the front wall, left elbow to the back wall. Inhale, back through center. One more. Exhale and twist. Inhale, coming back through center. Hands down as we exhale. Right hand's just going to stay on the right thigh. Left hand to the back of the chair. Releasing the left foot down, finding your Tadasana. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out. We're going to use the wall for the next one. I just want you to find a wall standing sideways to the wall. Your left, let's go left elbow to the side. I'll go here so you can see me. So I'm standing on the side of the wall. The left elbow is on the wall. Get the elbow so that it's in line with the shoulder and start walking away from the elbow. So I'm turning my feet now towards the right. It's going to depend on your chest and shoulder and back muscles. So go to as far as comfortable to you. Notice if you start hunching the shoulders. Take a slow breath in. Stay here as you exhale. Think about drawing your left hip forward. Slow breath in. See if you can relax your left shoulder blade. Stay here. Exhale. Inhale. Walk the feet back to center. Exhale the hands down by your side. Slow breath in. Long breath out. Go over to the other side. Standing next to the wall. Right elbow is on the wall and start walking yourself away from the elbow. Trying to open up the right shoulder, the joint, the muscles, all around that. So just be aware, we don't want to force it. One side's going to feel tighter than the other, no worries. Just breathe into the shape that you're creating. Let your exhale carry more softness. Inhaling, walking your feet back through to center, releasing the right arm down, finding our Tadasana, slow breath in, long breath out. Let's come to the back of the chair. Step your feet a little bit wider than the chair legs. Turn your toes out and bend your knees without leaning the chest forward. Push into your heels to straighten the legs and squeeze the glutes when you get to the top. We've got 5 of these to do. You go as low as you need to go. I want you to go slow so that you can feel where the effort, the muscular energy, the stability, the foundation, I want you to start feeling all of that. So go slower if you can, and don't hold your breath. We got one more. And coming up. Walk your feet together. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot back, come into a lunge as the right knee bends forward. Inch your left toes back, see if you can lift your left heel. Maybe walk your right foot forward, get a little lower into your lunge. Think about pulling your left hip forward. Squeeze your left glute, see if you can maybe straighten the left leg a little more, but push the heel back a little more. Take your left arm up. Start to lean back if you feel like opening up a little bit more here. Take one more breath in. Think about softening your shoulders and pulling your left hip forward. Smile as you exhale back to neutral. Grounding through your right foot and come back up to stand. Finding your Tadasana for a breath. Exhale. Switching sides, hands to the back of the chair. The right foot steps back, pressing into the heel to get more length. And then when you're ready, bending through the left knee, lifting through the right heel and get long into that leg. Right hip pulls forward, strong right thigh and glute. When you're ready, the right arm comes up. Bend a little deeper into your left knee if you can, but straighten your right leg more if you can. Take one more breath in. Thank your body for being strong and resilient. Exhale, hand down. Ground into your left foot and drag your right foot in. We hold our Tadasana for a breath in, a breath of gratitude. A long exhale, releasing whatever we don't need to hold. Inhale, let's come to seated. So when you get into your chair, remember that we want to feel grounded into the feet as well as the pelvis. Taking the hands to the thighs, bring your right ear to your right shoulder, bring your chin to your chest, left ear to the left shoulder, slight lift of the chin, and then back down. Center and right. And we're just going side to side here. Go slower if you can. Close the eyes. Be mindful of the movement that's happening through the spine. Remember, we're just moving so that we can bring nutrients into the joint capsules. Just going to whatever range feels good. If there's an angle that feels like it's a really good stretch for you, hold that. Explore that. We'll do one more. And back to neutral, chin parallel to floor. Closing the eyes. Feel your foundation through your feet. Feel it all the way up into your pelvis. Feel it go all the way up into your crown. Repeating to yourself, I am safe. I have everything I need. Opening the eyes gently, we will do our Nadi Shodhana breathing. So first two fingers to the root of the thumb. Right thumb blocks the right nostril, right ring finger blocks the left nostril. I'll guide the breath. You go as long or as short as you need to go to make this as comfortable as you need to be. Right thumb blocks the right nostril and inhale the left for 3, 2, 1. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left, make the breath longer. Block left, exhale right, just as long. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Take your hands to your thighs, take a slow breath in. Hold the breath, draw your root lock, your pelvic floor up for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Gently smile, slow breath in. Hold the breath, apply your root lock, feel the energy swirling within you. Feel this prana healing your body. Exhale. Breathe here, notice how you feel. Repeat to yourself, I am safe. My body is strong. I have everything I need. I am healthy. I am secure. I am safe. Take your hands to your heart center. Smile. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I told you I was going to be nice and short, so I hope you got what you needed out of it. Love you guys, and we are in this together. So keep it positive.